All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. So we started a bit later because this class is not the longest, and I think we can get through it relatively quickly. And I don't want to, and I still had to, I wanted to shower for some reason, so that's why. But I did come up with a good way to end the class, so maybe we can do that, but it depends. I will research that during the break, whether we can do that. Otherwise, it will just be a bit shorter, and that's fine. We don't need to drag out everything. So let's start. First of all, apologies for not putting up the thingy for the homework, as I said last time. I tried. So Teams does this built-in assignment thing for classes, and we are a class, so I should be able to do that, but I am not able to do that because apparently our class, which includes all the classes, is too big in order for Teams to handle that. But Teams, being the great product that it is, did not want to tell me that. So it just said, oh, something went wrong. Try again. And try again I did for quite a long time. Did not succeed. Afterwards, I tried it on my phone, and then it said, oh, yeah, no, it can only be for maximum 200 students, alas. So now we have the kind of the workaround solution that we have the channel, where you can put it in the files tab, files thingy. You can upload your homework. But that's for next time. This time I did not have time. You did not have enough time to upload it, and I did not have enough time to look at it. But you can still upload it if you want some personalized feedback. If not, I mean, you will see the right answer now anyway. We'll go through it normally for now. Other announcements. I think there is a slide in here, or at least there's a sign-up form for the activity, which is happening on the 14th of May, I think. And I will send you the link, or the link will appear, or I will send you the link during this lesson. And other announcement is that next week there will be no classes, because next week it's Liberation Day. And you have to celebrate your freedom by not being in Dutch class. Technically we did not have, it's not like we have a classroom and the classroom were closed by the university, but it's nice. It's just a week off, you know? So, bij deze. So, let us begin by going through the homework. So what we're going to do today, the topic this week is het menselijk lichaam en kleding. So the human body and clothing. Mostly kind of a vocab heavy lesson this time for a change. Will be useful because the human body is so complex and has a lot of parts. There's a lot of names for all those parts, and because we have so many parts, there's a lot of things you can put on them. And we'll learn a lot of those words today, which will be useful, and we'll hopefully be able to use a fun thing at the end. But you'll see. So what we'll do: homework, woord van de week, menselijk lichaam. Then I don't think this is in the right order. It's not here. Maybe there is more to do this week. We'll see. Then we do, I think then it's adjectives, then it's a break, then it's clothing names and color names, and then we'll have a little thing. So let us begin with the homework. Let's see. So the first exercise was just to translate from English to Dutch. Classic. Hannah, could you do the first one?
Yeah, of course. I wrote down, goedenavond, ik wil graag een vegane or vegane pizza bestellen.
Yeah, very good. The word vegan in Dutch, it's, you can say, a lot of people say vegan, or you can say veganistisch, just the proper version, but it's pretty long. I think it should have been maybe in the word list. That would have been useful. But I will write it down in the chat for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, then, but while I do that, Juliette, could you do the second one?
gaat niet naar huis, maar hij gaat naar school. Jan heeft plezier.
Yes, very good. Jan gaat niet naar huis, maar hij gaat naar school. Jan heeft plezier of lol. Lol means fun in Dutch as well. Very good. 3. I'll do that to speed things up. How old is your mother? What do I ask? No reason. Hoe oud is je moeder? Waarom vraag ik dat? Geen reden. I think actually. Ooh. Yes. There's actually this. And here it says vegetarisch, which means vegetarian. That is incorrect. Of course. It's vegan. That's not the same. Hoe oud is je moeder? Waarom vraag je dat? Geen reden voor. Ik heb er geen reden voor. Alright, 4. Panajotta.
Oké. Dirk drinkt bier in de middag. En in de avond is Dirk dronken.
That's a very good translation. Yes. Very good. Dirk drinkt bier in de middag en in de avond. Dirk drinkt bier, of is inderdaad, is Dirk erg dronken. Dirk is drunk. Very good. You could also say, 'smiddags drinkt Dirk bier. So that's the fancy way of saying it. Very good. Okay, 5. Rosita.
Hi. So I think it's Mohammed en Elsa vliegen morgen naar Spanje. But in the Netherlands is het, it's really hard word, verboden, something.
Yes, indeed. Very good.
I'm not
Really
sure
hard.
how to say that word. It's like I translated, but no.
Could you
Stieren, vechten, something.
Ja, stiergevechten. Very good. Ron en Elsa vliegen morgen naar Spanje. Omdat stierengevechten illegaal zijn in Nederland of stierenvechten illegaal is. So stierengevechten is the noun. Bullfights. That's how you would normally say it. But you could also say bullfighting, stierenvechten. I think you can say that. Yes. Very good.
Can you also, because here there's no article with sterrengevechten, but can you say het sterrengevechten?
You could say, I guess you could say omdat het stierengevecht illegaal is in Nederland. But that would be, there's like a specific bullfight that they're very, very hyped up about. That would be happening in the Netherlands, and it's not happening now. But it is happening in Spain, so they're going there. But it's more, I think, general here. So then you would not use the definite article.
Thanks.
Yes.
One question, Thomas. In the number 5,
yeah.
in the second sentence, because bullfighting, is it possible to make it with is also, because bullfighting is strijdvechten illegal in Netherlands?
Could you repeat that?
Is it possible to make this sentence, the second sentence, after because, with there is bullfighting illegal in the Netherlands?
Omdat er... No, I think that's a good good idea, because I think maybe because it is an indefinite thing that is being described, but you wouldn't do that because it is a more of a general statement, like this is just illegal here, and er is kind of indicates that something is kind of, I guess, I know it's more concrete. That's a very, very interesting point. I haven't really thought about why you wouldn't use er is here, because normally you would. I guess, yeah, I guess the er usually refers to, I don't know. It's a good question, actually. I'll think about this a bit more, and I'll give you a better answer maybe after the break. But you wouldn't use er is here. But it's not clear exactly to me why. I'll have to think about it. Good question.
No problem. And in the question number 1, I mean, I want to order a vegan pizza, so one could say mag ik een vegetarische pizza?
Yeah, that's also very good. Mag ik een vegetarische pizza? That's also very fine.
Thank you.
But you can say, yeah, you could also say, mag ik een vegetarische pizza, veganistische pizza bestellen?
Alsjeblieft.
Yeah, that you could also say that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's easy, a bit more polite. Very good. All right, any other questions?
No, I don't have any question.
Fantastic. Okay, then we will move on to. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's just keep it here for one. Gabriella, could you do the first one?
Hi. Sorry, was it the first one of the second?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it translates to where does your cousin live, and your uncle, and the rest of your family?
Yes, very good.
Thanks.
Very suspicious person asking questions here. Simona, could you do 2? Very good.
Yeah. So I eat a sandwich with peanut butter in the morning because I have little imagination.
Yes, very good. Nice. Okay, 3. Ida.
Yes, I said his knife is on the table next to the book, just in case.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Just in case. Yeah. Very good. Faith, could you do 4?
Yep. I thought it was on Thursday. I have to and will go to the cinema.
Yes, very good. This is kind of a sort of particularly Dutch construction. Ik moet en zal. It's like I will and I shall go to the cinema. Something like that. It's very like to emphasize that you absolutely need to do it. Like it, you create it. So very good. 5. Caitlin.
In the summer, I exercise in the park.
Very good. Yes. Very useful verb, I think, in Dutch, sporten, which means to exercise, but not really the same as exercise. It can be a bit more specific, like doing a sport. Like you wouldn't per se call playing a football game in like an amateur league exercise. I mean, it is exercise technically, but you wouldn't say, yeah, I'm gonna go exercise. But you could call it sporten because it's just doing a sport or being sporty. Very good. All right. And this horribly formatted thing. Let's continue. To die woorden van de week. Het woord van de week, of de woorden van de week, are kind of boring. They are, and I want you to repeat after me. Handschoen, trui en spijkerbroek. So once again, without you having to repeat, handschoen, trui, and spijkerbroek. So the second one is not very interesting. That just means sweater, but I wanted a word with uier in it just to show that again. The first is handschoen, is a hand shoe, which is what you call a glove in Dutch. And the final one is a spijkerbroek, nail pants, which are jeans. And unlike in English, we just keep lots of things singular. So it's not jeans like broeken, it's just a broek, a pant. Just like with glasses. It's a bril, not glasses, even though I guess there are 2 glasses in here. But we'll go over more clothing in a bit. First, the wonders of the human body. This is always a bit of a vocabulary thing. And so normally I would draw, but luckily this time we just have a lot of things on the screen, a lot of words where you can look at. And I will mention a few of them. Many of them I think are rather self-explanatory, but this is just kind of a vocabulary dump for you to wonder at. And also for you to ask questions if you want to know any specific word. And after this, we'll do a little exercise about it, just to see how much you retained. But first, I will just go through a few that I won't go through. Maybe I'll just go through all of them. I think that's possible. So, fist, de vuist, nooshole. This is an interesting second one. Het neusgat, your wrist, de pols, your upper arm, de bovenarm, your cheek, de wang, your chin, de kin, your calf, de kuit. I will stop saying de, and I will stop saying the translation unless it's unclear. Oog, oksel, enkel, so your ankle, slaap, so your temple, de keel, your throat, borst, knieholte, a very specific one, hak, so your heel, yeah, neck, I think we already had neck, oh no, we have the keel, haar, muis, so yeah, this part of your thumb, you call the mouse of your hand, the mouse. So like this fleshy part of your thumb. I don't know where you call that mouse. I guess no. Kind of weird. De snor, mustache. Bovenbeen, upper leg. Wreef, the upper part of your foot. Onderarm, lower arm. Skelet, spooky. Schouder, tepel. Lies, which is like the inside of your thigh, where it's like that. What do you call that thing? Tendon. Scheenbeen, your. Damn, there's all these words that I don't really know in English, actually. Your shin, that's the word. De arm, voorhoofd, forehead, lippen, lips, ruggengraat, spine. It's kind of an aggressive word in Dutch, ruggengraat. And the tand, the tooth. Then we have more. Nagel, nail. All the fingers, let's go through those. Duim, wijsvinger, pointing, so pointing finger. Middle finger, ring finger, and pink. Oor, heel, is like your Achilles heel. I think I'm not sure if that's a specific word in English. Heup, mond, dijbeen, ooglid. And this is probably one of my favorite words in Dutch. Buik. Which is a way better word than in English, because in English you have like belly and stomach, but belly sounds kind of silly, and stomach is technically way too specific. And you could say abdomen, like a nerd, but in Dutch you just have buik, which is the stomach area, just all that. Wimpers, voetzool, oorlel. Wow, that's specific. Not even sure what you call it in English. Wenkbrauw, tong, kiezen, so your molars. Grote teen, kleine teen, onderbeen, pillen, baard, pupil, iris. We are very specific here. Navel, elleboog, neus, voeten, and knie, your knee. Wow. Now you know a bunch of words. Good job. I think there's not a 3. No. Are you satisfied with your knowledge of human anatomy in Dutch? If not, you can ask for specific words. I don't think, I mean, it's pretty extensive. I did not make this. I think we had wenkbrauw. Okay, cool. Then we'll have this little exercise, which is a Bert and Ernie. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, there I am. Hello. Yeah, sometimes my internet kind of goofs, as it does. So, what we shall see here.
Yeah, just one thing that I wanted to ask Kanachaka is you're in Camelot, no? Yes, because I also live there, so I just recognized the mirror and the. I'm sorry, I really.
Don't worry.
Okay, nice. Then I hope you're not on the bad side where you hear everything, a lot of noise, and they party.
Yeah, I'm on the ground floor actually.
That's not super good. No. Okay.
Hello. Apologies. My internet has recovered. Very annoying. Stop recording. And let's see. Yes, you can continue. So the exercise is twofold. Namely, 1, circle the things that you know. And second, try to figure out what's going on, just in general. Okay? So it's not exactly straightforward. So pay attention. It's a very challenging clip. It will stress your mental faculties to the limit. Good luck. All right, I should share my screen with sound. Otherwise, it will be kind of difficult. That will, I mean, if you will have to try to lip read Muppets in Dutch, that will be tricky. Okay, good luck. I hope you will be able to hear it.
Oh, goedemorgen dokter. Hey, fijn dat u zo gauw kon komen. Geen
Okay, hi. Well, this is going absolutely swimmingly. So since it's 45, let's take a break, 10 minutes, because we do have some stuff to get to. While I try to fix this, you know? And I'll see you back at 5 to 10. At 10, whatever the time is. 7. Yeah. Okay? Cool. If you have questions in the meantime, you all, of course, free to ask. Kinda annoying. We're gonna go 5 more minutes. All right, let's continue. I don't know exactly what's going on, and I'm just gonna hope it works, but it just didn't. So if I just keep, if this doesn't keep working, then might cut lesson even shorter, because this is not really a way to go about things. But let's keep our fingers crossed. That from now on it will work smoothly again. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's continue on. Let's not try to stress my internet out too much by also looking up a video. I mean, that is a lot to ask, to be fair. And let's just continue on to explanation and other things. So did this stop sharing my screen? Yes. Great. Okay, there we are once again. Okay, so the other thing we are going to learn today is the names of colors. They're very useful. You can use them to name certain things, namely things that have color. And the other thing that we're going to talk about are adjectives. And colors are, of course, a common adjective when describing clothing. So first, let's go through the colors. I will name them, and then you know them. So from the top to bottom, we have rood, oranje, geel, beautiful, groen, blauw, paars, of indigo, if you want to be like a rainbow, and magenta, which is not a color you use very much, but it's not really pink, which is roze, bruin, grijs, zwart, and wit. And then we have two modifying words we can use, just like in English. We have licht, so lichtgroen is light green, and donkerblauw, so donker means dark. This is the way, that we divide up colors in Dutch. Of course, colors, the color wheel or just the electromagnetic spectrum is a spectrum. So it is kind of arbitrary how you dig up colors. And a lot of other languages don't divide up colors this way, which is pretty interesting. Like, especially around here with the green and the blues, very different ways of dividing up things. Interesting there is, for instance, in ancient Greek, they had very different ways of calling colors, which is where you could also see if you read the Odyssey that Homer, I think you call him that in English, refers to the sea as like wine colored sometimes, which is very strange because, I mean, it's not really the color of wine, but it's because it's kind of dark. And that is more of an important thing than whatever the hue per se is. But very interesting. Maybe this is also very different for you, but this is kind of how you do it in English, in Dutch, and it's very similar to English, basically the same. I don't think there's any real difference. Magenta is obviously not really a color you use, a color you use very much unless you're doing like visual design, but it's more like it makes the rainbow work well. And that's very important. All right, then kleuren. So we talked about colors, but now how do you stick them in front of words to describe things? Good question. Well, you just do that. You stick them in front of words, and then sometimes you add an E. Wow, very exciting. So here we have an adjective that we put in front of a noun. You put it after the article and then before the noun. So that's some languages you have first the article, then the noun, then the adjective. I'm not sure if there's languages where you have adjective, article, noun, maybe, but it is just like in English, the thingy thing. So here we have the adjective mooi, which means pretty, and so we can say de mooie stoel, or the pretty chair, of een mooie stoel, a pretty chair. You can also put it after is. This is the predicative use. So you can say, instead of de mooie stoel is somewhere, we can just say the stoel is mooi. This chair is pretty. So as you can see, in some cases you put an E here, and some cases you don't. And that is a bit annoying, and that is kind of the main thing that this is about. And I'll try to go through it quickly because it's boring, but you need to see it because it's kind of weird. This is one of those things that I didn't know before I started teaching this course, that we did this way in Dutch. And now that I know it, it's very weird, why did we do it this way? So here you can see this. We put an E after the adjective if the article is definite. So you have de kleine arm, the small arm, het lange been, the long leg. Or after een if the word is a de word, but not if it is a het word. And that's so stupid. Why did we do that? So annoying. So we have een kleine arm, a small arm. We don't have een lange been. No, we have een lang been, a long leg. And for some reason, we don't put an E there. And that's important to know. Not because, again, you won't be understood, but because you want to achieve perfect Dutch immediately. And then you don't want to put this E here. Very weird. I didn't even knew this. I knew this because I read a book written by a Korean person who wrote a book about learning Dutch and how annoying learning Dutch was compared to Korean. And this is he spent the whole chapter complaining about this thing. It's like, why did they do this? Who invented this? And so this is annoying because you have to figure out whether the word is de or het, and that's also an annoying thing to learn because you don't know that of all the words. And it's even more annoying, because you don't know if it is. Like if it is de kleine arm of het lange been, then it doesn't matter. But here you don't even have the de of het. You just need to know whether it is een de or het by heart. So very important to learn, of course. This is one of the reasons why it also matters. Luckily, after is, if you do this, you never use E. So very easy. Another thing you need to keep in mind is, again, the Dutch spelling rules. Just like doing plurals, this works the same. You just have to the spelling rules that we learned in lesson 4, apply them. You just apply them, but you apply them the other way around, basically, is how you would normally use it. So instead of going from lopen, you chop off the EN and you get a lop and you add an O back in. Here we do the other way around. We start with 2 O's and then we remove one because we don't need it. So here we want to make the word as short as possible. So we have groot and stoel. De grote stoel. We have 2 O's here. We don't need 2 O's because we know we have vowel, consonant, vowel. Then we can just leave out one. And then, so we get de grote stoel. Cool. And here we want to preserve the sound I and not change it. So we get het dikke boek. This is dik. We want dik, not dik. So het dikke boek, het dikke boek. The thick book. 2 K's. And here, again, the other way around. The S becomes a Z and the F becomes a V. Lief man means cool, we live. And same with yes. Okay. Cool. There's one exception to this, all the things I just said. If the thing is a material, you use EN instead of E in all cases. This is kind of easy to remember. You just need to remember what things are materials, but I hope you have enough common sense to know that wood is a material things are made out of, and gold is also a material things are made out of, etc., etc. And just like in English, you do EN instead of something else. So you say a wooden fence. You don't say a wood fence. I mean, I guess you could say, it sounds a bit weird. And just like in English, you say het houten hek and not een houten hek. You could say het hek is houten, the fence is wooden, but you would usually say het hek is van hout gemaakt. The fence is made of wood. Very interesting sentences we're constructing here. All right, those are adjectives. Any questions about these things? No, go straightforward. You just need to remember this thing. Cool. Colors are, of course, can also be used as adjectives, and they work the exact same way. So we have de blauwe spijkerbroek, the blue jeans, een oranje trui, an orange sweater. I'm not sure what is an is so dramatic here. De handschoen is zwart, the glove is black, and een rood hart, a red heart. Yeah. Because heart is an het heart, the heart. Cool. Okay, so there's an exercise here. Let's see, how much homework do you have? No. I will make this, I'll put this with the homework because it's not a super exciting exercise. And I know. Oh, okay. Maybe it is good that you do the exercise because that is not reliant on my internet, and then we can have a lesson. So maybe you can do exercise. Okay, so could you please do the exercise because again that is not dependent on my internet. And apologies, it sucks. All right. We're just going to go quickly through this. And then I'll teach you a few words and tell you a little bit about how we use clothing words in Dutch. And then we'll quickly try to do the Kahoot. And before it collapses again. Short lesson. Apologies again. But yeah, I will send an angry email to KPN about this. All right. First, Erik leest een boekje over insecten. I will just go through it myself, because otherwise it will take long. So Erik leest een klein boekje over insecten. So we have een boekje is het, because it ends on je. And so we don't add an e. And it means Eric is reading a small booklet about insects, which is a reference to Erik and het kleine insectenboek, which is like a famous Dutch book. I would recommend it. It's like a boy who falls into a book, those books. But then it's a book about insects. So spooky. De leraren van de cursus Nederlands zijn zo aardig en slim. Yes, this is the predicate of use. And so we don't add an e. So the teachers of the course, the Dutch course, are so kind and smart, which is of course very true. 3. Mijn huisgenoot heeft een vriend. So vies. Vriend refers to a person, so it's probably de. So we need to add an e. And because we have an s, it turns into a z. So we get vieze. My roommate or housemate has a gross boyfriend. Or friend. Again, ambiguous. De kat vernielt mijn trui. So stom. Kat is de, we see here, so we add an e, but then the sound would change, so we add an extra m. De stomme kat vernielt mijn favoriete trui. So mijn is also is like een, so we need to add an e, and trui is a de word. So now we need to add an e because trui isn't the word. The annoying cat or bad, stupid cat destroys my favorite sweater. Sad. 5. Het schilderij hangt in een museum. Het oude schilderij hangt in een beroemd museum. So museum ends on so it's het, and so we don't add an e. The famous painting, the old painting is hanging in a famous museum. 6. De man heeft een baard. De mooie man heeft een grote baard. The pretty beautiful man has a large beard. De domme student recycelt de papieren beker niet. So papier is meaning paper, is a material, so we add en. The dumb student does not recycle the paper cup. So there you don't use en in English, clearly, no. Echt, that's a combination of 8 and 8. 8. Kan jij een nieuwe broek wel betalen? Hij is erg duur. Can you pay for new jeans? Those new jeans, probably. It's very expensive. So you can't really refer to things with het in Dutch. That's kind of difficult. So you just use he. So we call the pants he. Hij is erg duur. He is very expensive. Cool. Okay. Very thrilling exercise. From that, let us move on through to the other part of the theme, which is clothes. So, as you know, there's quite some clothes. Here are some. Let's see. Oh, it's just one page. So we can just go through this. And this is apparently a exhaustive summary of the clothing you need to know in Dutch, including het gilet, very important. So let's just go through it. I'm going to go from it because if I hover over it, things happen. I'm going to go over it from top to bottom, column by column, basically. That's the most straightforward. So first we have the joggingsbroek, which is the sweatpants or equivalent. De bergschoen, like hiking shoe. Slipper, like a flip-flop. Hemd, which is a tank top. But it can be kind of be a lot of things. Just anything that is, it's not a t-shirt, basically. Het colbert. The spijkerbroek, we saw that one. de sportschoen of de gimp, which is the sneaker. Or, yeah, they call it a sneaker? No. Well, you see what it is. De herenschoen, the gentleman's shoe, a polo, which is like a t-shirt with a collar. De korte broek, is shorts. Snow boot, yeah, definitely something you use often. Het gilet, one of those things. Sock, yeah, a common thing, nice. It's a sock. Jurk, dress. Rok, skirt. Zwembroek, swimming trunks, I guess. Pantoffel, I think also you call it slipper or something in English. I don't know. Those things you wear in the house to be comfy. Onderbroek, underwear. Gimp, yeah, that's sneaker. Usually you probably would say sneaker for sneaker. We just use that. Very common thing, maillot. I had a million tries I did who used that. Badjas, bathrobe. Bikini, kooltrui. Turtleneck sweater. Kaplaarzen, boots, but like those boots, like cute boots that kids have. T-shirt. Slof, which is clearly different than a pantoffel. I don't really know what the difference is. I feel like a pantoffel is just a fancy slof, you know. Body warmer, for if you want to be very impractical. Laars, a boot, but then cooler. Pyjama, pajama. So pyjama, it's spelled very weirdly. We just took the English word and then thought, nah, that's a weird way to say it. Pantalon, fancy pants. BH, a bra. Boxer short. Boxer briefs, I think you call those in English. Broekpak. Oh, what's the word for that in English? Pantsuit. Yeah, that's just the exact translation. Vest, which is like a jacket, very general word. Overall, an overall, I think that's the English word. Panty, which is leggings. Oh, what's the word? Like,
Tights. Tights.
Like thin thing you wear. Yeah, I guess what you mean. But panty just sounds kind of weird in English, but that's just a very normal word. Riem is a belt. Blouse is, for some reason, what you call when a woman wears like a shirt. But if a man wears a shirt, you call it an overhemd. They're very different, of course. Because the buttons are on the other side, it deserves a different word. Badpak, bathing suit. Klomp, of course. The clog, famous. Here we go. Oh no, we're still live. Cool. I know. Come on. Oh, now we're working. Yeah. Kous. Knee sock. I'm not sure how you said it. Beenwarmer. I'm not even going to try to translate that. Overhemd is just a shirt. Trui, sweater, nachtjapon, nightgown. Definitely something as young folk wear. And then the legging. And those are all the words all the clothes you have in Dutch. Interestingly, broek is not on here, which means pants. Pretty useful to know. And I think those are most of the things. Okay, so those are clothing. What do you do with clothing? You wear them. How do you wear them? How do you say that you wear it? This is kind of the most practical part. If you say that you're wearing something, you can use two words. You can use the word dragen, which also means to carry. If you say, ik draag een grijze trui, it means I wear a gray sweater. Or you can say, ik heb een grijze trui aan. I have a gray sweater on me. And then you can say that about other people as well. Another example is that you can also say that people have hair. Zij heeft bruin blond, zwart haar. So those are kind of the, I guess you have bruin means brown, blonde means blonde, zwart means black, rood means, red, ginger. And do we have any other, I mean, you also have any other color hair, and you just use the other one. But these are the, I guess blonde is the only one that's weird, but you have those then in English as well. But dragen and aanhebben are the most useful things to know. So note that ik heb aan, where do you put this aan? You always put it at the end of the sentence, but before all the other verbs. So before, I don't know, any other infinitives you have at the end. So yes, those are the things. This was an exercise we could do, and I was looking for an exercise. Particularly, I thought it would be fun to have like guess who. You know that game? And I was trying to find an online version or something, but apparently that does not exist. And then I was trying to find like a good sheet, but they were all awful. So maybe if I find sometimes later we can do it. I think that's a pretty useful way to practice this. But alas, for now, let us just do the Kahoot. So you can join here at 829-0418. And sorry, you can't see the screen for a second. Sorry. It is 829-0418. Yeah. They should make sound, but I'm not hearing anything. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we're all here. Fantastic. Let's go. Okay, and now there's the sound. Cool. 3, 2, 1. Question number 1. Quiz. What body part do you use to see? Very. Are those ogen, oren, benen, tenen? Yes, those are ogen. Very good. Oren, pretty similar, but unfortunately not the same thing. Almost everyone got it correct. Good. Simona on top. Good job. I'm going to go through this quite quickly because I don't want the internet to give out. So, order the body parts from the top of the body to the bottom of the body. So on the left, higher up body part, on the right, lower down. One more person. 60% of you got it correct. Yes, it is hoofd, schouders, knie, and dan teen. And it's like maybe I think there's also a song head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. It's like a song that kids sing, that you force kids to sing for some reason. And number top, still Simona. Very good. True or false? This color is donkerblauw. Well, okay. We're back. I just skipped it because it's not donkerblauw, clearly, because you don't see anything. Next. Okay. Hello. Well, yeah, the Kahoot, this still works. So, full-heartedly, I'll continue. I did skip the question, so you didn't miss anything. By God, we're gonna finish this. Yes. Okay. Hope you're all still connected. You should be. Let's move on. If you have to go, it's totally understandable. This is a mess. Next question. Type. You have to type. Quick, translate the color blue. This is vital. Yeah, okay, yeah. Not completely. Okay, Blau, yes. First you got it correct. We can make it. We can make it. I believe in us. All right. Hi. Just joined through 4G. That is reliable. Okay. I'm calling it quits. I don't think this is working. Apologies for this lesson. It's a mess. But yeah, I don't know. There's no but. It just was a bit of a mess. Next lesson, I don't know. In 2 weeks, this surely is better. Next lesson, we're going to talk about animals and about negations and what do you call those things? Pointing words. That's not a word. There's a fancy word for it. We'll learn useful things. But that is not today, because today we are just struggling with internet. I hope you took something away from this lesson anyway. For next lesson, you can upload your homework to the homework channel, and then, yeah, I can check it beforehand. If you do it, yeah, say before 12 or something on Wednesday, because I also have to check it for my advanced course. And that's it. I will let you go. Thanks for being with me. Tot over 2 weken.
Dankjewel. Ja.
Thank you.
Gewoon.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks.
Tot ziens.
Tot ziens.